got to include the wall. We need the wall for security. We need the wall for safety. We need the wall for stopping the drugs from pouring in. I would imagine that the people in the room, both Democrat and Republican, I really believe they're going to come up with a solution to the DACA problem, which has been going on for a long time, and maybe beyond that, immigration as a whole.
It's got to include the wall. That's President Trump hopeful after his rare open bipartisan meeting on immigration this week. But now the president's tweet this morning reads, I don't believe the Democrats really want to see a deal on DACA. They are all talk and no action. This is the time, but day by day, they are blowing the one great opportunity they have. Too bad. Joining me now with reaction to all of this, former Maricopa County Sheriff and Arizona Senate candidate Joe Arpaio. Good evening, Sheriff. Welcome to Justice. Now, you've announced your candidacy for Senate in Arizona to fill the seat of Jeff Flake, who's leaving. What do you think you have to offer the people of Arizona, and why, at the age of 85, do you want to do this?
Well, first of all, I want to keep fighting for the people in Arizona. I've been doing it for 30 years as a top federal DEA in Arizona, plus 24 years as sheriff. So I got 30 years serving the people of Arizona. But anyway, I supported the president in July of 2015, and I've been with him since then. In fact, Jeanine, getting a little overdramatic and romantic, I never had a hero in my life. It took me 75 years to find a hero, and that's the president. So I'm going to go to Washington, support his agenda, his policies, and they all relate to Arizona. They affect Arizona. So I'm going to fight for Arizona. I'm going to fight for the president. And I'm going to fight for the nation. And if they think I'm going away and disappearing with all their garbage they throw at me the last several years, I got news for them. So that's my agenda. Well,
clearly, I mean, criminal contempt. You're found guilty of criminal contempt and pardoned by the president. You know, I want to bring it all out so my viewers know everything that's going on. But let's talk about Hawaii. You seem to have some thoughts about what happened there earlier today. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't want to get into it, but I know doing a certain investigation on a fake, fraudulent government document, they can't even solve that case. They don't even want to look at it. So either they're incompetent, or there's something behind
just
it.
So I gotta push back on that a little bit. You know, that document, the long form, was filed. Let's put that one away. I want to talk about what happened today in Hawaii. What you had some specific thoughts about what happened today.
Well, the only thing I'm saying, they can't even solve a phony document. So now they got a problem. There's something wrong with that government.
Well, all right, let's keep moving, because they did solve that, and I'm going to keep pushing back on that. Now, what do you say to those Democrats who are absolutely determined to either shut down the government or stop the resolution of immigration, the immigration issue in this country, being from a state that's impacted by more than probably the vast majority of states?
Well, they ought to be thanking the president. He's the one that brought the immigration problem out front when he ran for office, and I'm sure he made 17 other people really angry because they had to talk about this illegal immigration. So what's wrong with the president talking on a bipartisan situation about this problem? He's a great negotiator. So I don't know why all this heat is going on, because he's talking about DACA, illegal immigration. Everybody should be thanking him, trying to get to the bottom of this.
Well,
he's the only. Pardon?
The amazing thing, Sheriff, is that he's willing, it seems, to go with DACA. He's willing to give them that path, and yet they're not willing to give him the wall. And I was in Arizona not that many months ago, and I've never seen anything like it. I mean, there are people coming across at night, people being arrested every day, and you know, for some reason the elite think that, you know, well, this is okay, and yet the expense that is connected to this illegal immigration is something that people don't want to discuss.
Well, John, you were riding a horse. I've been covering that border for 35 years as a director in Mexico and Texas and on, and sheriff. I know what you're talking about, but everybody's finding fault with it. Why build a wall? I'll tell you why the wall is needed, to keep all the drugs out of our country. Nobody talks about that except the president, about the drug problem. that's destroying our nation.
And, you know, as we go forward, I mean, you know, the number of people dying of drug overdose, opioids, and coming from Mexico, without a doubt, is huge. And I'm not even going to estimate what it is, but more than 50,000 died last year from opioid overdoses. Anyway, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, thanks so much for being with us. We look forward to having you back during the campaign.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.